Okay, I am so excited for today's haul. If you guys are new here, my name is Allison, and I want you to consider this your guide to Abercrombie's 90s denim. I don't need to be the person to tell you that Abercrombie has really made a comeback over the past couple years, and I think we can really thank that comeback to their viral pair of 90s denim, and I happen to have 12 pairs. I also like to consider myself a resource. I like to spend my money for the sake of research. I buy, that way I can give you guys an honest review, comparison, side by side, just all of the good things. So we're literally talking everything 90s denim today. I have the OG 90s straight leg denim, and then I also have the low-rise baggy denim. They're kind of like newer style, which is the 90s relaxed denim. I have their Carpenter 90s jeans. Oh, and the 90s slim straight. I also have some curve love style, some non-curve love style. I got some size ups, some size downs, and that's really it. If you have any questions, obviously leave them down below in the description box. If you follow me over on Instagram at Allison Kelley, ALLISONKELLEYY, I always make sure to post restock notifications if things sell out, sale alerts, stackable discount codes. Like if I see a discount code, I promise I'm telling you guys about it. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram. But let's jump right into it. As you can see, this video is broken down in different sections. Feel free to skip ahead to, what style you might be looking for. But we're just gonna kick it off with the good old classic 90s straight leg denim. Now this is the first pair of Abercrombie denim I've ever purchased. So I've had these guys for about 2 years, but this is a style that they're constantly restocking because I just feel like it's a classic. All of the denim that says ultra high rise on the Abercrombie website is going to be an 11.5-inch high rise. So for me, it hits like just at my belly button, and I am wearing the curve love style. You'll notice that most of the jeans that I'm going to be wearing are going to be in curve love, but I will give you some side by sides of the non-curve love styles as well, just so that you can kind of see what the differences are. But this one definitely just, it hugs you in all the right places, in the hips, in the waist. There's no gapping in the front, and then there's also no gapping in the back. You can squat, you can sit, you can run, you can do whatever you want, and there's not going to be any gapping, any crazy movement. They're really comfy. They kind of have this nice soft stretch. They're not super rigid by any means, and they definitely kind of stretch out and soften up as you wear them, but once you throw them in the wash, they kind of shrink back up a little bit. So it's just the classic pair. Now here's a bit of a different style of the 90s straight leg denim, but this is actually in my size down. So the size down actually tends to fit me pretty well. I'll size down if I just want the jeans to be a bit more just structured and straight leg. I feel like they just feel a bit cleaner, if you will. I don't know if you guys can kind of see the difference. Because it's stretchy, it still fits really well in the waist. It's just a little bit more cinched, a little bit less like give and room for like movement and sitting. These are probably another one of my like most worn pair of denim, and these are the size up. Ironically, these first 3 jeans are my most worn pairs of Abercrombie denim, and they all happen to be different sizes. So when it comes to the sizing of Abercrombie denim, I always will say this, but it is just personal preference. All of their denim runs true to size from my experience, but I think everyone's got a little bit of a preference of whether they want it to be a little bit longer, a little bit looser, like tighter and hip hugging and cinching you in, or do you want it to feel just a little bit like loose and relaxed or comfy? So it really just depends on what you're going for. But this, again, I've worn these so many times. This one specifically is the split hem down the side. I have these in black as well. I love the split hem because they are one size up from my true size. They're just like a little bit longer, so they really they just make my legs look like they're a mile long. I love the length of these jeans. I love the split hem. They're really comfy because they're that size up. There's a little bit more room in the waist. But let's look at them side by side. Now this is the reason I love including these side by sides, because I feel like it just gives you a really good look at what the different sizes look like and how the fit is just ever so slightly a bit different. As you can see, the rise in the jean is very, very, very similar. Where you see the difference is in the length and kind of like how much room you have in your thighs and around the ankles. But this gives you a good idea of what the different sizes look like. Now here are the split hem jeans in my true to size in this like kind of vintage wash lived in black denim. This is another staple when it comes to kind of when I want to wear black denim. I think that this one just leans a little bit more casual, which I really love. Like I even have the split hem in this kind of like off-white ivory color. Can you tell I have a favorite style of the 90s straight leg or what? Everyone needs at least like one pair of white denim. You gotta have one. You gotta have one pair of white denim, and these are it for me. Also true to size, curve love. Again, length is perfect. I'm gonna start repeating myself a whole lot in this video if I keep explaining all the jeans, because basically got the same thing to say for almost all of them. But you guys, everyone needs a good white pair. Another iconic denim silhouette style. Again, just the 90s straight leg, but it has the cross kind of front right here, so it just like overlaps and kind of does this deep little V, but you got the same general fit in the thighs and the ankles and the length and everything. This kind of crisscross style also comes in their dad jean. Dad jean's going to be a little bit more like baggier, lived in, looser, not as like tight and hip hugging in the waist. This pair I would argue is probably my most versatile pair of denim in my closet, just because you can really dress it up or you can dress it down. I would wear this just a cute baggy tee, maybe with some black Converse, or like a bodysuit, booties, and a leather jacket, or like a blazer just to like elevate it a little bit. Or you can go full like date dressy night out on the town and do like strappy heels with like a really like just gorgeous, whether it's like a corset top or like a lace bodysuit, silk cami. Like you can really elevate these jeans or dress them down and wear them as, you know, just a casual, more like everyday style. But again, it's the same pair of jeans, so they're all gonna look the same, but definitely the most versatile pair of denim that I have in this entire haul. Now onto the Carpenter style jean. This is still technically kind of filed under the 90s straight leg denim on the Abercrombie website because it has the exact same fit. The only difference in the Carpenter pant is that it's gonna have these little loops right here that just kind of like the signature Carpenter pant. Actually, this side doesn't have it. It has a little pocket right here. I don't know what I'm doing. I just got these in the mail yesterday. These are like my newest pair of Abercrombie denim, but I kind of like them. I'm very into the Carpenter style denim right now, and I feel like this is just a bit more like a toned down Carpenter style jean. I feel like with a lot of Carpenter style jeans, they tend to be super low rise, ultra baggy, very like drag to the floor, and I like how these still give you that like classic perfect denim fit, but then play into the more utility pant Carpenter pant style with the little features on the back of the leg. Moving right along to the next style of denim, these are the relaxed 90s denim. So as you can see, the 90s fit just in general is very much the same, kind of around the waist, the thighs, the hips, and the butt. Where you're gonna see the biggest difference in all of these styles is kind of like from the knee down, just whether or not it's gonna be slimmer, wider, more relaxed, longer. You get the picture. They'll be side by sides at the end, but the relaxed jean is definitely still very fitted right here, but it definitely has a much wider and just ever so slightly longer length in the jean. So it just gives you kind of more that relaxed fit from here down. If you want a fully relaxed jean, like you want this part to be more relaxed and loose and lived in, I would definitely go for the dad jean. And here are the relaxed pair in a size down. This is actually the one style of Abercrombie denim that I really do prefer in a size down, just because I like how it's just a little bit more fitted and just ever so slightly like more narrow in the end of the jeans. Now, unfortunately, I don't have these in a size up, but I still wanted to give you guys a side-by-side look of my true to size and the size down, just so that you can see what I'm saying about like the bottom of those jeans just being slightly narrower and a little bit more straight-legged than the true to size. Again, it's just personal preference depending on how you want your denim to fit you. Next is the slim straight 90s ultra high rise, and as the name would suggest, these are the slimmer version of the 90s denim, and they're slimmer pretty much everywhere. They're a little bit slimmer in the hips, and they're definitely slimmer like right underneath the butt area. If you notice, a lot of the other ones kind of just go straight out, like they hug the butt and then they go straight. And these ones definitely kind of hug your entire leg all the way down. Not enough to obviously be a skinny jean, but you still get a slimmer fit. And last but not least, these are the 90s low-rise baggy jean. So these have a rise of 9.5 inches, which is 2 inches shorter than the ultra high rise, which are all the other denims that I showed you. So I wouldn't necessarily consider them low rise. To me, low rise is like, I don't know, like super around your hips, which you can do when you pull these jeans down, but they're just so tight right here that I don't think that's really how they're supposed to be fitted. I think when you wear them and you just like put them on, this is where they naturally sit, which gives me a little bit more of like a mid-rise vibe. And they're not ultra baggy. Everyone online said to size down, which I was so surprised by. I do have the size down just to show you guys because I really wasn't sure based off of the reviews. But when I'm buying like low rise baggy jeans, like that's in the title, I'm expecting them to be baggy and low rise, and this is just a little bit looser. Like you still definitely got more room than any of the other 90s pairs, but I wouldn't say that they're overly like slouchy and baggy. I would almost go a size up to give that like super 90s like baggy style so that they actually hit right here, but I want them to be like baggy right here, not like super tight right here where it's just not flattering, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I mean, I would really just call these like a mid-rise dad jean. Just for comparison, this is the size down in the 90s baggy low rise, which is what everyone in the reviews said to do, but to me definitely is one size down, and it fits more like the rest of the 90s jeans. So if you want the low rise 90 jeans to fit like the rest of the 90s denim, then yes, I get why people are saying size down, but they're definitely not baggy when you size down. I will give you little side-by-side comparisons. This, I think you kind of can see the biggest difference in the denim and the different size jeans, which is why I am beating myself up for not having the larger pair. But I will keep the true to size baggy ones because I feel like I can kind of tie them into my wardrobe. All right, and that is it as far as all the different styles that Abercrombie carries in their 90s denim range, if you will. So before I end off the video, I do want to give you guys those side-by-sides I promised. So I'm going to start off with a side-by-side of all the different styles that we tried on today. So you'll see the straight leg, the relaxed jean, the baggy low rise, and then the slim straight jean. Again, these are all the 90s styles, so you're going to see them fit very similar around the waist, the hips, and then you can really see the difference when you go below that knee line. And overall, I just really hope the side-by-sides help you find your personal preference when it comes to the different fits and styles. But I also wanted to give you a side-by-side of the curve love versus the not curve love. The non-curve love is definitely meant to be a little bit more straight fitting, whereas the curve love cinches a lot more in the waist. So it is cinched, it is tight, it is flattering. I think that's why a lot of people like myself prefer the curve love. Again, it's also going to depend on your body type, your hips, your thighs, literally everything. But of course, as always, everything's going to fit everyone a little bit differently. So I definitely encourage you to maybe go into a store or try a couple different styles, sizes, curve love versus non-curve love, so you can really find what fits and flatters your body the most, because that is what matters most at the end of the day. But I hope that seeing these side-by-sides and seeing all of the different styles of 90s denim that Abercrombie carries helps give you just a better visual and a better understanding of all of the denim that they have to offer. And I thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you want to see any more of these styling hauls or comparison hauls, you name it, put it in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.